In this episode, Laura and the ground staff test a new stand at Stansted Airport.
As you can see, we've got the stand, we've got a road that comes very close, so we want to have a look at how that may or may not affect the positioning of vehicles.
Mel and Joe handle a situation at Malta regarding stolen items.
Received a call to say that a passenger has stolen some items from another passenger on board.
I found it here in the middle of my credit cards. I was checking if my credit cards were here, you know.
Took everything back.
And finally,
Okay, I go on for landing in about 5 minutes. I'll see you at the bay.
Carl Knight deals with overweight baggage threatening a tight turnaround and deals with dangerous drivers on the tarmac.
What is going on? That's one! No! What is going on? I saw this was sitting there a long time ago. What is still sitting here? Oh, come on, buddy. When I took the load sheet up there, that baggage trolley was ready for loading. 5 minutes later, it's still sitting there. We can't afford that extra 5 minutes.
Welcome to Roblox's Busiest Airline. Today, a new overspill parking bay, called an apron, is being tested to see if it is big enough to park a plane on. Airside Projects Manager Laura Brannigan is in charge of the trial.
Well, this morning's activity is a new apron that we're about to open in an area we call Golf. We've got 9 different aircraft parking positions that we need to open here, but one of them is a little bit of an interesting case.
The interesting parking spot is known as Stand 30.
It's right at the end of a cul-de-sac area, so basically when an aircraft needs to position in or out of here, there are some obstacles that it needs to avoid.
The plan is to bring a 737 into Stand 30, bringing all the support vehicles needed to load it and unload it, and then push back. Laura has to check every little detail to ensure this huge plane can do all this safely without a hitch.
As you can see, we've got the stand, we've got a road that comes very close, so we want to have a look at how that may or may not affect the positioning of vehicles.
Senior pushback operator Mark Dearden is on site to observe the trial.
I'd give this bay maybe a rating 4 to 5 out of 10. You cannot get a good initial turn. You have a fence behind, so there's space limitations.
All right, everybody, that's it.
More aircraft accidents happen during pushback from the gate, then up in the air. The concerns are very real, but there is no more time to worry. The 130-foot-long Boeing 737 is on its way, a wingspan of 200 feet and a costing of over $300 million. A tiny knock to its wings could cause some very expensive damage.
I'm a little bit nervous. It's healthy to be apprehensive in these situations.
The 737 starts its turn into Stand 30.
A bit worried about the markings. I feel they may be a little bit too tight for the turning circle of the aircraft.
If the aircraft turns too tight, it could damage its landing gear, putting it out of service.
Doing the initial turn onto the bay looks okay. No issue with the turning circle either. Lots of wingtip clearance.
The first part of the trial is successful. Stand 30 has proved to be a welcoming host. Next up, testing how easy it will be to access a plane in this spot.
All of the normal vehicles and equipment that you would see around a plane that do the cleaning, the catering, moving the passengers around, the steps. We'll put all of those on, have a look at how they move around the plane. A little bit stressful. It's a lot of people, a lot of equipment, a lot of things that could go wrong.
To pass the trial, Laura needs 10 vehicles to move around the plane safely. But now, she spots a huge problem. The vehicles are pulling off the apron to get round.
Definitely not ideal to have vehicles having to try and maneuver and do turns on what is the service road.
This second of the trial has shown a dangerous error in the layout. An entire road might need to be redirected, so there's space for the handling equipment. A costly undertaking. But there's no time to dwell on this disappointment.
We're really time pressured now. We've got 10 minutes before this aircraft has to go back into service.
Pushback cannot be rushed.
Stages part here could push it into the unknown. Is the clearance at the rear for the tail and the wingtip clearance here. So worried about collision.
Acute precision is needed to move a 330-ton plane.
Looking okay, done the pushback. Lots of room at the rear, lots of wingtip clearing.
There's no problem with the pushback, but the road is still a headache for Laura to get the plane parking spot fully operational. Although the other stands can open on time, stand 30 won't be included in that number.
It is a little disappointing. We have capacity constraints. Every single stand on this airport is extremely valuable. But that being said, it's not valuable enough for us to open something that's not safe to use yet.
At Malta, Airport Services Manager Mel Sabharwal is coming to the end of a long shift when she receives a call.
We've just received a call to say that a passenger has stolen some items from another passenger on board.
Flight FR381 has landed safely from Faro, but Mel must defuse the situation on board.
A little bit of a tricky one here. We've got a gentleman that's been witnessed going through some of the passengers' belongings, basically their hand baggage, and certain items have been taken out.
Mel speaks with the witness, who is making a connection to Madrid from Bristol.
You saw him taking items out of her baggage?
I saw him going to like different locations. He took the luggage. I found it suspicious because some of the bag is quite far away.
Right.
And then later I reported to the crew.
Excellent.
And then this gentleman know that I reported, and then he asked me why I do this. And then later on he admitted he stole the money.
Okay.
And then he asked me to forget it. I will return the money.
The theft victim, Liliana, is traveling to Kaunas with her 2 young children.
I noticed that my Hong Kong dollars are there, but my US dollars are missing.
Okay, and how much is it exactly?
I have 350 US dollars.
50 US dollars.
Exactly.
Anything else missing?
My picture.
On closer inspection, Liliana identifies that the alleged pickpocket has actually returned $300 US, leaving $50 still missing.
I found it here in the middle of my credit cards. I was checking if my credit cards were here, you know.
Took everything back.
The police arrive to escort all passengers involved to the airport police station to collect statements. With connecting flights to meet in less than 2 hours, time is running out to get the matter resolved. This ordeal is the last thing Liliana needs.
I was very anxious about traveling with them by myself, and this happening on top of it. It's just, you know, the cherry on top.
Airport Services Manager Joe DiBiase arrives at the police station to take over Mel's shift.
This is what I've walked into. It's not ideal, especially for such a busy morning. The lady with the kids, she's still missing some money, so the police are trying to work out if the gentleman in the cell has hidden that money somewhere else.
Joe leaves the passengers to complete their statements.
She said they're not finished with her. Her flight will close in 10 minutes. She can't miss her flight. The investigating team isn't there yet. She wants to leave. This woman is the key witness in the whole thing. So I can't really convince her to stay, but I guess I'll do my best. Okay, I'm at the police office. I'll be there in 1 minute. Oh, wait, she's here now. Is she going to the gate? She's going? Finished? Finished? Not at all. She just said she's not finished.
It looks like Joe is too late.
So she's chosen to leave, but I'm sure the police will take care of the man. Our security department think this gentleman's part of this big case that people are taking money on board aircrafts. So it means we're going to have to keep the gentleman here for 48 hours until we get an investigating team here in Dubai. We don't want this happening again.
It's not just passengers who have to make it onto the plane. From a moment the bag is checked, in a network of machines ferries it to the right flight at the right time. But a myriad of different obstacles stand in the way of successful loading. Customers' oversized hand baggage is just one of them.
Okay, Echo 1-4, landing in about 5 minutes. I'll see you at the bay.
A Ryanair flight has just landed and must depart within a very tight 25-minute turnaround time. Ex-military man Carl Knight works at the airport's multi-million-dollar baggage and air freight front line.
Right now I'm on the way to an Air India Express turnaround flight to and from Calicut in India. It's a pretty full flight coming in, and it's a very heavy flight going out as well. Approximately 180 passengers in both directions. Time will be a critical factor on this flight. Everything will have to be closely controlled.
Carl must turn around 360 passengers, 400 pieces of luggage, and ready the plane by 4:30 p.m. if the outbound flight to India is to leave on schedule.
50 minutes is quite tight, so it's going to be real push. Everything's pretty much got to be continuous. There's no time for any breaks for anybody. As soon as the last passenger's off, we need to get the cleaner straight on.
Good team communication is vital if it's quick turnaround to be successful.
Calling gate supervisor IX344. Calling gate supervisor from Air IX344.
Carl is trying to reach the gate supervisor to say the passengers can start making their way to the plane without much success.
What's going on in there, please? Could you get them to call me, please? Because I'm getting no response.
If the flight is to make their 4:30 departure time, there is no room for delays.
Everybody's trying to get hold of you. I've been calling and calling and calling. Okay, IX344 is okay to board.
With the gate supervisor now up to speed, the outbound passengers are on their way.
Cleaners are on board, they'll do a fast job. If we time it right, as soon as the cleaners are over, the bus coach should be just arriving. If one thing is out of sync, the whole flight runs off schedule.
But baggage loading is not going as planned.
What is going on? That's when! No! What is going on? I saw this was sitting here a long time ago, and it's still sitting here. Oh, come on, buddy. When I took the load sheet up there, that baggage trolley was ready for loading. 5 minutes later, it's still sitting there. We can't afford that extra 5 minutes.
With just 40 minutes of departure, Carl gives the thumbs up to board the passengers. But the team is thrown up curveboard.
We need one more trolley for handbags at the gate. 91 handbags. Yeah, please, let's tune up.
The team suddenly fetch and load over 90 oversized carry-on bags. But with time ticking away, it's an extra job Carl and his team don't need.
90 pieces of hand baggage have been removed from the passengers. That's really going to push us right up to the departure time, getting that hand baggage loaded.
Some airlines now charge for oversized baggage to try to avoid this problem. But Carl's team will have to suck it up and cope with the mountain of extra baggage.
One more trolley hand baggage coming. Just that hand baggage, that's it. All passengers on board. Equipment, steps on IX, please. Ready for departure.
With passengers and baggage finally loaded, all Carl needs to do is clear the area safely for departure. But not everyone in his team got the message.
Hey! Do not drive like that on here.
Carl is under pressure to get the Ryanair flight out on time, but he won't let his team compromise on safety.
I'm just warning you now, I don't want to see you driving like that again, all right? You do not drive like that on here. You know the rules about driving. You don't drive like that on here, okay? It's not nothing, mate, yeah?
It's estimated 27,000 ramp incidents occur worldwide every year, ranging from injury to personnel to aircraft damage, at a cost of $10 billion to the aviation industry.
The guy was reversing the steps off the back of the aircraft to the parking position without a marshal at about 20 kilometers an hour. Completely out of control. It's not acceptable, mate.
Carl wants to make sure it won't happen again.
I've just made a report to Stanley. He wants to see you in the office. I'm not having you behaving like this. Okay? Okay, I'm sending him to your office. I'm sending him to your office, Stanley. If you see anything like that, just stop him. If he hits somebody, he'll kill them like that. I'm not having that on the ramp.
No matter the commercial pressure, safety never should be sacrificed for speed.
It was an urgent requirement to get the steps off, but that doesn't excuse driving like that, especially so close to the proximity of the aircraft wing.
Despite Carl's safety concerns, his team managed to get the flight pushback 5 minutes ahead of schedule.
It's like being a headmaster of a school, looking after a bunch of children sometimes, you know. I do get frustrated with them when they're being told and safety is drilled into people and they just think they can do what they like. I'm not here to win friends. I'm here to do a job and look after our customers as best I can.
Over the course of this season, we've seen everything from drunken passengers, Mel dealing with faulty alarms at brand new gates, all the way to helping a VIP passenger. We went behind the scenes to see our next generation, before joining our customs team at Bristol Airport. Finally, we visited our tarmac to explore our tight turnarounds and how we keep our ground staff safe at Roblox's Busiest Airline. Thanks for watching. See you in the skies.